the streaming news and sports network. That's NSN. For those of you scoring at home.
Then the Weather Network.
Yeah, why not, right?
Paul's Weather Channel.
I used to watch the Weather Channel all the time.
Yeah.
You were one of them people.
I did. I watched the Weather Channel a lot.
Yeah. Well, the Weather Channel today doesn't only do weather; they do a lot of other things, other programs that are interesting to watch on.
Well, MTV doesn't do music, so I know.
Oh, music. Oh, okay. Well, you like to know what's going on in town?
You mean weather-wise?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, okay. Right now, the temperature downtown Jew City is 52 degrees. Be a mix of sun and clouds today. Highs around 76. For tonight, well, partly cloudy this evening, then becoming cloudy after midnight. Oh, lows will go down to about 53 degrees. Be a Saturday, cloudy skies. Could be a slight chance of shower around. Highs around 81, so temperatures are getting back up there again. And for Saturday night, cloudy, a little partial clearing.
Yeah.
Lows will be around 63. For the Sunday, intervals of clouds and sunshine. Highs, 91 degrees expected for
It's a scorcher.
a scorcher.
It's a
coming in
scorcher.
for Sunday. And of course, for Sunday night, mostly cloudy skies. And for Monday, well, I hate to say it, but I guess it's back to work for everybody, back to school. Intervals of clouds and sunshine. Highs around 68 degrees. And that's your weather on this Friday from SNSN 0521 2021.
All right. Thank you, Paul. Good morning, Austin.
Good morning, Mike.
Good morning, Chris.
Hello.
Hello. So it's been an interesting week, has it not?
Yes, it is.
It's
Very
been a
interesting.
very interesting.
Very
week.
interesting week.
You don't know which way to turn. You don't know which way things are going to go.
I know.
First, just off of the hoofs of the whole senior center thing.
Yeah.
Are they working on that again?
Don't know. I don't know if they started.
Well, I don't know if they started it again. I don't know.
Okay.
But hopefully, it'll be done by when, Mr. EDC?
Oh, that's not mine. EDC, it's not part of EDC.
Oh, it's not.
No,
Okay.
no, it's a separate project that was done by the senior center.
It's not capital.
Well, it's capital, but it's
Yeah.
not an EDC project. It was a town project.
Okay.
Yeah, nothing to do with us.
So how long is that going to take? I mean, do we know? I mean, how long that
Well, I
will
think that
before it's
the
done?
last
They
I
get a
heard,
CO.
They were evaluating, what needed to be done and to get the contractors lined up
Yeah,
to, because everybody had left.
Okay.
And so I guess it'll be done before the end of the year. That's my guess. You would think it would be.
So there is a person that's coordinating all this?
Oh, there's a project manager, I think, from the budget, from the building committee. I guess I forget what his name is.
We should
but
get him on here.
I don't know if he would come on. Well,
The whole.
We'll just turn off the phones.
well, the way I look at it is, it's going. The water's over the dam. Let's not stir the pot up again. Let's let it
Yeah.
let it move on, because if not, here we go again. You know what I'm saying? No, I don't know if you agree or disagree, but we got another thing we can bitch about now.
Oh boy.
What's that? What's
we
that?
don't bitch about it. That's the thing. I mean, we're not bitching about it.
We weigh the pros and cons.
Yeah.
We're talking, the data center.
Yeah.
It's and think, Paul. This all started. I mean, nobody in town really knew what was going on.
No.
So then I put a very vague thing on my Facebook, and I put, "So you want a data center now, huh?" And that was it.
That's called stirring the pot, Mike.
A little bit.
little bit.
And the next thing you know, there's like posts all over the place, and Grizzle Now, and, hell no, hi, my name is NIMBY.
Yeah.
Not in my backyard. So then there was a meeting with EDC, and people saying, well, we didn't know about it, and why isn't the town streaming it?
Well, got to keep in mind too, being part of EDC,
Mhm.
I did not know about it. I was told because they had signed a confidentiality agreement, and I had no clue what it was. All we heard, and even Todd was in talking about.
You didn't even know you had a meeting?
When?
You said about the
We haven't had a meeting in months.
okay.
This meeting was the first time we had a meeting. But what I'm saying is, I did not know what they were talking about, what was coming in. All we heard was it was something big, and they couldn't tell us. Even Todd, when Todd came in to give us this update,
Oh, you mean
He-
in here? Yeah.
yeah,
here.
he couldn't tell us what it was because they signed a confidential agreement. So,
Confidentiality.
yeah, well, you want to
Now-
I'm shortening it.
Is this a guaranteed in writing thing that's going to happen, or is this
Well-
another wind turbine thing?
No, I think what's happened, they said at the meeting, they said at the meeting that the land was on the contract.
Okay, so was Wirewind.
Well, there's still, I mean, they've already been to the zoning board once. I think they got to go to the zoning board again. The other thing that held it up was there was some legislature that had to be changed in order for them to do this.
Are there state regulations they have
There
to?
was, and
Okay,
they adjusted them, and now the state regulations are done.
okay.
So that part of it's done.
So we're closer than wind
We're
turbine.
closer than the wind turbines.
Good.
Yeah. So, but I think what people got to realize, you can't have a town move forward on the backs of its residents. We want to have all these fancy services put in town. We want to do certain things at the school. We want to do certain things in the town. You can't put that on the back of the residents. You got to bring people, you got to bring industry or somebody into the town where it's going to increase the tax revenue.
Mhm.
And this appears to be the way that we're going to do it, So people, whether you like it or not, either you're going to end up not having anything come in, and you're going to be on this, all the services are going to be on your back, which means your taxes are going to continually go up, or you allow this stuff to come in, get the money coming in, and now all those little extra things that you might have want to do at the school or in the town, you'll have the money to do it, without being on the back of the residents. And I think that's what people have to realize.
Yeah.
That's the way I look at it.
The residents in this town talk about the money that they don't have and they can't spend because they don't have. Now it's going to be a whole different argument. It's going to be, now what do we want to spend it on?
Exactly. I mean, look at Lisbon. They got Lisbon Landing. Everybody bitched because we didn't get Lisbon Landing. But I wonder
True.
what would happen if we did get Lisbon Landing. How many people would be bitching that we got Lisbon Landing going in? How do you think that would have went over?
Mhm.
I think we would have had a lot of people. Well, I don't want that in my backyard. Same old, same old. But look at the taxes in Lisbon. They're level. They very rarely go up. I mean, they've been level for
Their mill rate's low.
low.
Yeah.
So and
Yeah,
then face it, Lisbon Landing, a lot of those stores. I mean, let's face it, with online purchasing now, do you think a lot of those stores are doing a lot of business other than the Home Depot and Lowe's and those kinds of stores? But a lot of those, you can get it in the mail.
hmm
And what does this thing do? Supporting online stuff, because all your data is going to go into one of these online data centers.
Yeah.
Well, as been proven time and time again in this town, 20,000 people will complain about something and 13 people will vote.
That's true.
That's
True.
really true.
That is true.
So if this is really an issue, vote for it. Vote your way, but just get out and vote. Don't sit there and complain and then go hide in the weeds.
I'm not even sure if there necessarily has to be a vote on this thing.
No, because
This is private
it's
industry.
private industry. This is not something that Joe Q Public, from ABC Drive and in Grizzle can say, hell no, we don't want this to go.
Right. Yep. All they can do is force them to follow planning and zoning and regulations. That's all can happen.
And that's really all they're waiting for now, right? Is P and Z. And once P and what for the text, there's a text amendment.
Yeah, the whole text amendment thing, whatever they did.
Yeah, because it's in so the state already did it.
They'd already done it.
So the state wants them.
Oh yeah.
They want all these data centers.
Oh, absolutely. The state wants to. So I would think the state would get involved somehow too. So
I think I could be wrong, but I feel that a lot of people don't understand the pilot program either. They don't understand.
that's not somebody who's sitting in a pilot's chair flying an airplane either.
Huh?
Oh, it's not?
No.
Okay.
No. It's not teaching somebody.
I thought we were getting a flight
It's not teaching somebody how
simulator
to
in town.
fly.
No.
Sweet.
We're gonna get a municipal airport next.
Yeah. Explain to your.
Had one.
Do you remember that plane, the Patchogue recorder or whatever it was? The people somebody was posting online.
Well, there was an airport in town.
Oh, it was years
Yeah.
ago.
Years and years
Years
ago.
ago.
You know, it's actually funny. It's actually very funny that you mentioned that because, what is it? It's just a strip of. It's just a large strip of grass, right? Is that the one you're talking about? It's over.
Well, it used to be a runway.
oh, it used to be an
Used to
actual
be over
runway?
where
Oh,
the
yeah.
Dollar General is.
Okay,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. And then turned into a driving range.
got you.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, it
there's
did.
Yeah.
It did.
believe it or not, there's a couple. I don't know because I know you guys don't play games, but like you know how there's the flight simulator games.
Hmm.
The new Microsoft Flight Simulator. There's actually it's listed. It's still listed here as a It's just a large strip of grass about 1,000 feet long, and it's listed here in Jewett City.
I want
in
to see it
Griswold.
land.
I tried to take a 747 off of that. Let me tell you what,
No, they
1,000
were
feet is
just
not
a
enough.
bunch of twin engine,
Hmm.
pup tents. But did anything ever really fly? I mean, those were private jets that came in and out of there once in a while.
Five jets? I don't think a jet.
Private jets, little ones
Where?
out of Griswold.
Are you talking about like a Learjet?
I think
I don't think a
Learjet.
Learjet could land on
I
that.
don't think it was a jet.
Well, what was it? They were private
Single
planes.
Those are, yeah, dual engine.
I'm not talking about Fred that wants to go up in his plane,
No,
and shoot the Red Baron. I'm talking about, I mean,
Those are prop planes.
oh,
Cessna.
never mind.
There was that strip couldn't handle a jet. Are you kidding?
Okay, well, so much for that.
It's got to be a little longer airstrip. Yeah, it wasn't a brainer.
Yeah, here we go.
What pilots? Explain the acronym pilot.
You want me to?
Yeah, because you know what it is. Go ahead. Somebody
Yeah,
know
it's
what it is.
payment in lieu of taxes.
There you go.
It's an acronym. It doesn't
It's
mean
like the acronym. Yeah.
it's not a pilot, like
Oh.
like, what do you do? I'm a pilot. What are you gonna do? I'm gonna take this wood. I'm gonna pilot over here. I'm gonna pilot over here. Okay. I got nothing today. I really have nothing today.
Nothing. Oh.
No. I have nothing to offer whatsoever.
Oh, sure you do, Mike.
I put up a question on the board. What's your opinion on the data centers? And I think people are just
And the 3 people that are up today.
Yeah.
Well, maybe they're sick of hearing about it.
oh
What-
no,
So
no, they're not sick of hearing about it.
Well,
They're no.
economic
Certainly
development-
sick of complaining about it.
Economic
Yeah,
Development Committee, man. What else is coming in? What was
Uh,
on the agenda?
Well, the other thing too.
New
is,
cows.
New cows.
No, the other project down there by the golf course. I guess that's all depending on the infrastructure getting in. Once the infrastructure gets
Yeah.
in, then they'll get the money. Right now, they can't get the money to build because there's no, sewer, water, or whatever down there yet. And this is what the infrastructure project is to put water down, sewer
Yeah.
and water down once.
And then I made a couple of waves in the water. at the
How far are
meeting.
we going down 164 with the sewer and water?
It's going to go all the way down just before the golf course because I believe that's where this other project is. Yeah. So, I mean, it's been going on for a long time. Maybe I said a couple comments. Maybe I should have kept my mouth shut because, this thing, we've been hearing about this thing, getting money. So I kind of put the guy on edge, but he did say that it's
Well, if you put them on edge, I kicked them off the mountain because
yeah. Well,
um,
because I've been on and I hear Tom says this a lot, this is going to happen. This is going to happen. And I didn't realize he was in the audience, but, my question was, those guys ain't going to build. Why are we going all the way down there? And then of course, Tom kicks in and says, we're going to go all the way. Then the guy was in the audience. And then as soon as the first shovel hits the ground, putting the sewer in, then they can get their money.
Uh-huh.
And then it's going to go.
Yeah.
So, but not only that project, the data centers will go, this other project will go at the same time.
Now, driving around town, I see a lot of bulldozers and construction style work going on.
Not here.
Well, I mean, right across from the transfer station, they've cleared out tons of
That's the
trees.
solar farm.
That's going to be a solar farm.
believe
What
that's-
about directly behind East Coast Auto?
Not sure what that is.
I have no idea.
They're clearing a big space back
Yeah, I
there.
don't know what that is there.
It's something that's kind of interesting that happened at the EDC meeting, and Paul, because you mentioned it too, is that there's a RV place coming into town it was called Flag RV.
Right next to Petromax.
Yes, and they've already started clearing out land there.
Mhm.
Well, It's not Flag RV
Not
anymore.
Flag RV anymore.
They were bought out by, was it Campers World?
Campus World.
Campers World.
Right.
So,
Okay.
but apparently they're still coming.
Yeah.
But of course, our exalted EDC chairman
Messed up.
still says, "Yep, Flag RV." You know, and we've talked.
That's Campus World.
And then when he said, "I talked to him," I'm like, "You didn't talk to anybody.
No, he didn't.
You didn't talk to anybody."
No. They sold out.
So-
They sold out
It's
to
like, come on, man.
Campus World, and apparently some of his, some of his employees are going to work there. As
Right.
far as- yeah.
Well, they're
I
still
think it's gonna
moving
be a
to
metal
town.
building. It's gonna be a metal building or something.
Yeah, but they're still moving to town
They're
because
still moving to town.
Mr. Flag apparently bought a crap ton of land as well
Yeah.
for a building development
Yeah,
that he
so-
wants to put
But
up.
it's not Flag. He's there. He's, they sold out the business.
Has the new housing, has that gotten the certificate of occupancy yet?
Oh, the one over on one. There are people living there. Aren't
Is
there?
there?
I thought I saw cars
know.
there. Huh?
Where are
I
we
thought that
talking
was
about?
just workers.
By the turnpike. The
The big housing complex that they just put in over
Yeah.
where.
Oh,
the
I
ci-
don't know. I really don't
There's
know.
cars in there. This is the worker bees.
I know. The one thing I do know about that is I was talking to Tina Falk about that place, and renting, and the application's like 9 pages long.
Have they gotten the
10
CO
pages
over
long.
there?
Well, it's low
I
income.
don't know.
It's low income housing,
Is it
isn't it? Or not low income?
Title 8?
No, I don't think it's that.
No,
No,
really can't describe it. It's supposed to be. They're calling it affordable housing,
there you go. Whatever that means.
and I don't know if it's based on your income or
Gotta
what.
be.
I know Al Gear filled out an application, and it was like, it's like Homeland Security, for Christ's sakes.
Yeah. Is that like a HUD thing? I wonder.
Could be.
Because
There's not a lot of info about that.
no, it's kind of
We're
quiet.
gonna need a DNA sample.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know.
So that's part of economic development.
No,
No, that's not.
that's part of that. The state brought that in.
So then you have down by Wirewind over here. There's all that land.
Mhm.
Then there's contamination, supposedly.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's where they use it as a dump site
Mhm.
for
Yeah,
years.
they want to clean it up.
So they want to clean it up.
I
Now,
want to know how they're going to clean it up with it being 20 feet from the river.
I don't know.
So apparently, what they want to do is they want to construct a whole bunch of what they call tiny homes.
Okay.
And so
Brandon
tell
will use
Brandon,
it.
yeah,
Yeah.
you tell your son because he'd be like, oh, but they want to do that with like a river walk and like all kind of like not beachfront property or anything, but like property and like these tiny houses right in
Mhm.
front of the water. So
You would hope
that's-
that they did some brownstone.
That's been going on for quite a few years. Another thing.
but you know what? So has the data centers. That's been going on for about 4 years. Heritage Village,
that's the
about
one down
4
there,
years.
4 years.
So it
Yeah.
takes a lot of time,
Yeah.
for these things to to kind of pop into fruition.
Well, hopefully they're eventually all going to get here. But probably going to come all in at once. We'll be so overwhelmed with all this money. We'll have to build another bank to hold it.
Sorry, Jewett City Savings Bank will build a second one. It'll be the
No,
Jewett City
no,
Savings Bank
They'll
2.
put an extension up. They'll go to
They're a
they'll
branch
go to a
office.
fourth floor. Yeah, they're going to go up. Uh,
So that's supposedly coming.
Yep. Where's the New Hope Church or whatever it's called over on School Street? Where are they at?
Oh, River Church.
Yeah.
They're down the end. They're already open.
Oh, are they?
Mhm.
Okay. And the
They're-
splash pad,
No, that's not open yet.
but it's
I
coming in.
still think they need more money. They were trying to raise money for that. I know Ryan Aubin was assisting with that or whatever. So, but they're see now that's a piece of contention for a lot of folks in town because they sold the land down there for $25,000, and now there's because it's a church, there's no tax revenue.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to come from that. So they get 25 G's, for that land. Have a good day. End of story. people are saying, well, why didn't they, sell it to a business or something that's going to generate tax revenue year over year over year? Well, probably because they felt that the land, from what I understand, was contaminated and they couldn't build on it.
I wonder if the splash
And
pad
then-
is going to turn into the water feature down in New London where the homeless people go there to shower.
Oh boy.
Hey, you never know.
You know the whale tail down
Yeah,
there?
yeah.
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 Hmm.
Yeah.
You know,
Have
when
you
you see
been
a
there?
guy walking towards the
Yeah.
whale tail with a bar of soap in his hand,
Have you been there?
the whale tail?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, how was the water? Is it warm, cool, or what?
Calling the city
It
council.
was cold.
Can somebody turn the warm water on at the whale tail? I'm trying to shower.
Tasted fine to me.
So Austin, what do you think of all this this stuff?
Poor
Austin's like, oh,
Talking about just everybody with their, the data centers, the tiny homes, everything. I think it's good. I think it's good
Yeah.
to bring things in, even housing. Everything's good
Yeah.
because you open more housing, you open more doors, more people are going to want to move in, more people are paying taxes to the town.
And
Yeah.
taxes will go down.
Yeah.
oh no.
Let me ask
I
you,
almost said
That
on this
will
big
never
place.
happen.
let me ask you this question. How many people are bitching about the Amazon warehouse going into the dog track?
Uh,
Have you
If
heard
they
anything
are-
about that?
if they are, then they're a very silent minority.
How many nooses have they found at this one?
Oh, ouch. Oh, Chris, too soon.
Well,
I
according to the
know.
news this morning, they found 9 nooses hanging around
Mhm.
over at the Amazon place in Windsor.
Yep.
Yeah.
So is it going to migrate? Are
Well,
they going to find them over here?
I heard on the news last night they found another one somewhere else.
Well, that's what I
in a
mean.
different construction site. I did. I heard it last night in the news. So whoever's doing it, they're going around from site to site doing it. Yeah, but I did hear there was another one they found.
There's some creepy people out there.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I looked at the picture and I didn't see a noose. What I saw was a trip hazard that somebody tied the rope up so nobody would trip over it. But that's just me.
No.
I saw one that was on a fence, and it definitely was a hangman's knot.
Okay.
Yeah, I did see one because they showed it on TV.
What I don't even know what I've heard about them. I don't even know what the purpose is.
Well, hangman's knot.
Is it a racial thing?
I think it's
Yeah.
a racial thing.
Okay, all right. Because that's I did hear that.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
you know
definitely
some-
a racial thing.
Adjusting myself in this chair, I think my butt's way too big for this chair.
Okay, real quick. There have been a lot of ambulance runs in Jewett City recently.
Yeah, that's that one.
Yeah, here comes one now.
These guys are going to start charging by the mile.
Yeah, I don't really know how to speak to that. I mean, I don't think it's. I hear it too. The only thing I can say is just by talking to different people in town, listening on a scanner, is that 90% of the calls are really nothing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, somebody hears a siren and they put it up on social media. What's going on over there?
Yeah.
And it's really nothing. I mean, there was one that it was a reported stabbing, and it was not too far from where I live. And what it turned out is the guy just accidentally cut himself. You know, that was the reality of it all.
Yeah.
Some of them, unfortunately, a lot of them are drug overdoses.
Yeah.
Um,
Which happens. We know that.
a lot,
It's a lot.
and more than we actually
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
People are still passing away, from a drug overdose in Griswold. And then people go, and they'll say, "Well, I heard this, and I heard this person passed away," and it's like, okay. And then I will get messages. Do you know who it was? No. Well, aren't you supposed to know? No.
I'm sorry, am I this person's immediate family? No.
It's like, okay, well, if a member of your family passed away, you'd probably know.
Right.
Somebody would tell you.
Right.
Absolutely.
But would you go around social media saying this and that about, like 5 minutes after it happened? No, you're not going to do that. But people I have found are fairly inquisitive about everybody's business.
Everybody's got to know.
Mhm.
Gotta know.
Yep.
Yeah, and it's like, first of all, there's this thing called HIPAA.
Mm-hmm.
Privacy Act 1973.
Yeah, can't you can't just go ahead and say, yeah, well, John Jones was taken to the hospital. Yeah, we don't know if he's gonna make it. But we'll give you a report. As soon as something happens, if he flatlines, we'll let you know. It's not how it is. A lot of the stuff is just silly.
Yeah.
It's like there was one last week where it was reported as a kitchen fire. It wasn't a kitchen fire. Somebody burnt their food.
Oh,
And the smoke alarm went off.
Literally, yeah. Exactly. That's what it was.
Yeah.
So, I mean, what do you do? I mean, I guess if you feel like you have an emergency, that's what you do. You call 911 and
Yeah.
you have people come down and
sure.
take a look.
That's what it's for, especially if you have a fire like that or an emergency. You don't know.
But 9 times out of 10, when you hear sirens, it's generally a very mundane.
Yeah.
It's serious to somebody, obviously,
Absolutely.
but it's not like a mass shooting.
Yeah.
Where I almost wonder if people want that.
A mass
I would
shooting?
hope not. Jesus.
No, not that, but or some sort of sensationalistic story.
Well, that's news as,
No,
every night
I
they
know,
turn
but you
it-
think kind of like it's like, oh my god, what's going on? I almost wonder, like, are you hoping for something like
Yeah, it's
that?
an adrenaline rush.
Yeah.
Oh, yay.
So they put up on the board. What's your opinion on the data centers? Crickets is the answer. Chris, thank you.
Crickets.
It's the answer. Oh,
Sound effects by Chris.
So everybody's sleeping this morning.
yeah. I mean, there's people hanging around. So thanks for being with us on SNSN this morning. So we're talking about data centers. We're talking about economic development in Griswold. Should they stay or should they go?
That sounds like a song.
It is.
The Clash.
Yep.
You got to have economic development, though. If you don't, then you can't do anything.
Can't do anything.
Yeah.
Like, we joked about the manure factory,
That was fun.
but if you think about that in reality, what would you rather have, a data center or a manure factory?
Ooh,
We
that's a tough choice.
last week, was it last week or was
Last
it?
week.
Yeah, last week, Paul and I, we just did this spoofy thing, and also you were here,
Yeah,
right?
I was there. Yeah.
Okay. And we talked about how a chicken manure plant was coming to Griswold. We picked a fake location.
Well, let me tell you, location is key.
Well,
If I am upwind from it, not a
yeah,
problem.
well, we placed it right behind a residential community.
Sweet.
We said it's going to be down by Mohegan Drive.
Yep.
Arrowhead 2 area. And there's going to be how many chickens?
No, they're going to
15,000?
truckload. They're going to bring the manure in by truck.
Oh, that's right.
Did you pull
yeah.
a War of the Worlds?
Kind of.
Ooh.
And then of course Jim walks in and throws it all out the window.
I mean,
We had to go in for a solid 15,
the
20
whole-
minutes.
the whole objective for the story was basically to say, hey, look, you got a company coming in. What are you going to do about it?
Right,
Would you rather have a chicken manure thing, which has a lot of smell, or what about the data centers or some other thing? Could be worse. That's the point.
And we kept going, and we kept saying, "Oh yeah, they're going to ship it in, from smaller towns like Ashford or Coventry. They're going to send it.
bag it. Dry
What
it.
kind of chickens are they using? And what are they feeding these chickens?
The chicken kind. I don't know.
Because I know when I
probably
eat something
beans.
wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Refried beans.
Refried beans.
Sweet.
Yeah.
We wanted,
it's-
that sulfur smell.
Well, it's the
Nice.
residual food from roses.
It's still lingering.
It's still there. That's another story.
Yeah, the whole concept was,
Yeah. And it's weird because we had like a couple people complaining, but not as much as like how people complain about the data centers.
Yeah.
We're
Yeah.
like, what?
Could be worse.
We don't want a data center, but we sure like chicken shit. You know?
I love the smell of chicken shit in the morning.
That's exactly
I
what it
don't
was.
want no big technology in my town. But you want more chickens? Well, nah, that's something I can do.
Well,
That's something I can do.
That's right.
That's right up my alley. That's
It'll-
in my wheelhouse.
It'll smell like small town.
Exactly.
Here's more irony about that. Over in Bishop Crossing Road, where the one of the data centers is proposed to go, you know what that was? It was an egg farm.
Who's gonna say a chicken shit factory?
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
kind
yeah,
of, you
yeah.
know. And then there was just a lot of that stuff. There was a lot of contamination and stuff from the chicken poop all
Mhm.
over the place.
Mm-hmm.
How much noise does 50,000 chickens make? And they're complaining about a data center, but nobody ever said anything about the chickens chirping down there.
I'm sure people did, but we didn't have internet back then.
Yeah, well, that's true.
well, the other thing too is don't forget back then this was a farm community, so chickens were nothing more than cows mooing in the morning. You know what I'm saying? It was just natural. Chickens were
Yeah.
natural.
You know, the other weird thing is it's like you've said. Some of these people complaining live over there. They live
No.
miles away from where this is going to be installed, and I live from where the chicken farm is. I live probably like a couple miles away from it.
Yeah.
And
You're actually in Plainfield, but you're actually closer geographically to it.
yep, yeah, and I could never smell it. Never. Well,
Yeah.
I'd smell something, but that was because I'm surrounded by cornfields. So that was always fun. But
Well,
I'd never hear the chickens. I'd never smell the chickens themselves coming off of Bishop's Crossing. Nothing. I'd never smell that, hear that, whatever. So it's like if I couldn't hear, 50,000 chickens and smell them, I'm not going to hear a quiet, tiny little computer fan. I'm sorry, I'm not.
What about like when they start getting the farms ready or whatever? They're from Lisbon on down. All you can smell is poop.
Yep.
For about a week.
Yeah.
Yep.
And everything, and it's just accepted. It's like,
Yeah.
yep, they're getting the farms ready, and I mean, you'd walk out anywhere. Ooh, that smell! Can't you smell that smell?
Smells like
Yeah.
poop.
And that's true. And the other thing with the data center, there's no traffic.
Yep.
There's no traffic.
That's true.
Because,
So look, oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
yeah, there's no traffic.
How many jobs is the data center gonna?
There you
bring?
go.
It was variable because he wasn't sure how big.
12.
He wasn't sure how. Well, he wasn't sure.
It said 48 to 60 per building.
He wasn't sure, and the reason why he wasn't sure is the way this is going to work. Chris,
Sounds like a small
is
explosion.
that-
didn't
Sound
it?
like you dropped it.
these data centers, if you think about it, they're like a pad. Okay, in other words, they're going to build these buildings, and then they're going to get customers. Could be Amazon, it could be Google,
And Amazon is probable because Amazon's
so
going
it's
into
ju-
Plainfield.
and they're going to build it to their specs,
Mm-hmm.
and they're going to put all the servers in to service them. That'll be
Right.
their building. Okay, so, and then how many employees go in there depends on what Amazon wants.
Right.
That's how they're going to work.
Okay.
Yeah, it's almost like a strip mall for data centers. If you think
yeah,
about it.
yeah, that's a good way of putting it.
Yeah.
Actually,
So
That's a really good
if
way.
Bitcoin goes in there, it's going to be a really, really big building.
I mean, there could be servers there for cryptocurrency mining. I mean, there could be. Who knows?
Mhm. It's
You
the
know?
new thing.
I mean, they're going to be high security areas, that's for sure. So now you're going to have a security force around them.
Kevin Cunningham, the first selectman in Plainfield, just said probable.
Probable
Amazon
Amazon.
coming in.
Oh, probable. No, Kevin.
I knew what you meant, Kevin. I got you.
Not probable that Amazon is coming into Plainfield.
Yeah.
We know that.
Yeah.
That's a given. That's done. We're
That-
talking about the data centers. It's probable that Amazon will be using them as a data center
Possibly.
going in,
Yeah. And it might make
which would make
well,
sense. The
the other thing that makes sense too is if you're not a real big company like Amazon, but if you're a smaller company, why would you build your own data center? Why not use
Yeah.
somebody else's?
Sure.
And
Right.
just outsource it.
Mm.
Because a lot of places right now are outsourcing a lot of their IT. Nobody has internal IT anymore,
Mhm.
you know, so that.
Well, they're talking about a lot of cloud based stuff. I mean, who knows? You know, maybe Dropbox will be there.
Yeah,
You
you
know,
never
there's
know. You never know.
maybe you know like wireless services. They all have their cloud services.
I'm pretty sure when all is said and done, they probably won't give us a list of their subscribers.
I don't think it's private, really.
Yeah, but this,
Well, if you
this-
know
this-
that Joe Schmo's company is going through there and you don't like Joe Schmo, you know, now you've got an attack point. You take out the data center.
I don't think they're going to come out
Not
and
that
say,
I'm
"Oh,
put-
by the way."
Not that I'm proposing to take out the data
Right,
center.
right.
yeah. Well, they're secure. They're gated. I mean, they're fenced in. Let's face it. They have to be gated. Sure, you don't want anybody coming in and doing anything. So, and
But
then,
Google may say, "Yeah, we don't care. People know that we're storing our data there."
Right. But
They may say, "No, we don't want anybody to know."
you may never know.
if they can hack into a fuel source and turn off the East Coast's fuel, you know,
Well, power
that's-
grid, you mean?
That's
Yeah.
all part of what they're going to have to do. That would be the company coming in. If Google going into that data center, it would be their responsibility to put security in so nobody can hack in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they're just housing it.
Yeah, it's
they're
just
just a box
it's
pretty
a
much.
box with servers or a storage facility is basically what it is.
and a lot of air conditioning.
Yeah, so that's
That was something that was brought up, but not as much as you would think, right, Paul?
right. Yeah.
Well, why?
Well, I think because a lot of these things are, these are all high tech machines.
Yeah, but
Right.
what was the big one? What was the big takeaway? Do you remember?
I don't remember.
Well, we have 4 seasons.
Yeah, well, yeah, 4 seasons. That was the other thing. Is because temperature, because we have 4 seasons here. He brings up a point. Wintertime, it's cool. So therefore,
It's climate control, really, in the
you
building.
don't need to think about
Turn
it.
the heat off
outside-
and let the building cool itself.
exactly.
Yeah.
That was the other reason for coming to New England.
But during the summer,
But it's not the same as being in Florida.
Right.
I mean, how many times do you realize that we have to turn the air conditioning on here? I mean, last year we probably had 20 days, maybe it was in the 90s. But once you get into August, it cools right down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but the humidity still remains. The heat, the actual temperature goes down. Yeah. But it's normally still very
But
moist.
that's what they got. That's what the air conditioning.
Oh, absolutely.
Take it out.
so annualized, their climate control costs are
A
probably
little cheaper.
Well, here's in the handout that they gave us at town hall the other night of comparable data centers. Here's one right here. This is in Lebanon, Ohio. And there are the companies that are in there are DP Facilities, Brush Mountain, Yahoo Lockport, and Iron Mountain. So they are,
mainly local.
yeah. And Iron Mountain it's government, isn't it?
I don't know.
That's government technology. So they're talking about what's in there, you know.
Yeah.
And that was it. Then in the same thing in Wise, Virginia, Blacksburg, Virginia,
I'd be curious to know what the megawatts.
Edison, New Jersey.
What the megawatts are for those different facilities, because that's where we make our money on the size of the megawatts.
Yeah, the handout that we've got here, comparable centers, there's no data to it.
Now,
There's no numbers to look at. Really?
14 megawatt. Like the Cyrus one is 14 megawatt right there.
Hmm.
And it's 228,000 square feet.
what's the, is there anything
It's
bigger?
a 2-story building.
Yeah, see, the way they're pushing this thing is they're pushing this thing as being at least 32 megawatt. You know what I'm saying? So that means that's,
But I think these are going to be a lot bigger because these are like this one's like 40. Here's Brush Mountain in Blacksburg, Virginia is 45,000 square feet.
how much what did he give us the square feet of the ones that we were going to build? Do you
He
remember?
did, but because the permits. Well, if you take 5.4 million and you divide it by 16,
Oh. Yeah,
'Cause
that's
it-
total square feet.
Yeah.
Yeah, that, because we get we get $16 per 1,000 square feet for a building permit. And we got, well, all of the buildings, so I don't remember what the size were. That's
And they said permits were going to be about
$5 million.
$5 million.
for the total.
And you think about it, what is Griswold's budget? 27 million?
Yeah.
The general government budget?
Yeah.
Not including the school budget, which is higher anyway.
Right.
But that was 27, I think, going in.
Yeah. But
So
that's all buildings. I mean, they're gonna put all the buildings up at once.
no.
No. I think they're gonna concentrate.
But you don't know. I mean, they may have two different crews
Yeah.
working
Well, that's
at the
true
same
too. I
time,
think I think they're mainly concentrating on the ones on 164 first, I believe.
Okay.
That would be my thought. I mean, because they're gonna reach for the infrastructure to go in. Because they gotta have infrastructure out there in order for them to build these buildings.
Which was an interesting situation.
Yeah, because the word I heard, and I heard Todd say this when he was here, that they probably would start the 164 construction on the water and sewer would be the spring of next year.
I set the meeting up on fire a little bit because the Heritage Village, which is another piece of property that's supposed to be going up on 164, that's been in the bucket for about 4 years as well.
Right.
So what do they need? And the guy said it straight up because, well, we need the infrastructure. You know, there's no sewers, no water there. Okay. So what did we do 2 years ago? Griswold, went to bond, went to referendum. We approved it, as a bonding project. They haven't done it.
Yeah.
So now here come the data centers. And they said at the meeting, we're not going to wait.
No.
If it's not there, we're going to just build it.
Right.
Oh, so are we waiting? I said, are we waiting just for the data centers to go ahead and build it so we don't have to take that money out? And then Jim said to me, well, it's not substantial. $6 million?
Nothing to these people.
No, but to the town. I mean, they want to pass it along to the voter, to the resident. They just want to let somebody else take care of it.
Well, they're hoping to get $5 million from USDA. That's in the works right now.
Yeah, it was
But,
one-
but the design phase for putting the infrastructure in is going on right now. And when I asked the question, because Todd was in here a month or two ago, we asked him that question. Where's it going to be? It's really not going to be on the state highway either. It's going to be on the grassy area on
Yeah.
the side. So there's really not going to be any disturbance to 164.
Right.
It's going to be right in the grassy area.
And that's another thing too. People talk about, the noise aspect, which really haven't talked much about, but they're saying that we don't want the noise. Well, why don't we just take the highways up? That's going to be noisier. People going up and down Ashland Street, zooming at 60 miles an hour.
You know?
That's
And-
going
and
to be
Matt,
louder than a.
Yeah.
So
Well, I'm sure something else will come along next that we can bitch about.
yep.
Yeah.
We're not bitching. We're talking about.
No,
people
I'm talking
bitching.
about people on social media will come up with something to complain about.
Soft shell turtles. What's up with that?
All right, you ready with Stump the Chump?
Already?
Yeah.
Is it that time?
It is that time.
Have we been talking about nothing for wow?
Friday is Stump the Chump Day.
Returning champ.
Our returning champion, Austin Smith, is here to defend his title. Now, even though he wasn't here last Friday
think-
because he was under the weather. I'm sorry, Paul. Did,
Well,
I,
wait a
inter-
minute,
did
wait
I
a minute.
interrupt you, Paul?
Wait a minute. He wasn't here last Friday because you weren't here last Friday.
Or
It was the Friday before.
It was the Friday before.
Yeah, 2 Fridays ago I wasn't here.
Oh,
Last Friday you weren't here.
That's right.
So we all went our separate ways.
So Austin is
I
now
didn't
the
get breakfast,
longest
nothing.
reigning Stump the Chump champion of all time. 3
Wow.
weeks.
I think Austin might get down this time.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Probably. Anything's possible.
What's our topic today?
Just to make-
Nothing. He doesn't do
All right.
topics
And these
anymore.
are not multiple choice.
Freaking lazy.
Oh, these are one-shot
It's a little
deals.
hard. It's a little harder this week.
Mm.
Oh boy.
All right.
Every time you say that, then like Chris gets every one of them.
Okay.
I
So
paid,
these are not multiple.
I
choice?
paid him well.
These are not multiple choice.
All right.
All right, you guys ready?
Yep.
Okay. What fruit has the highest fiber content?
Grapes.
Fruit. Pineapple.
Apple.
Raspberries.
Uh,
One
Okay.
cup contains 8 grams of fiber.
Hmm.
Okay. B. Which organ is responsible for regulating metabolism?
Wurlitzer. Oh, it's a different organ.
The spleen.
No.
Oh my god. Dude, throw something out there.
pancreas.
Lungs.
Lungs.
Really?
Regular metabolism?
Cunningham says we already sound like a bunch of chumps.
Yep.
Yeah. yeah.
That's why you're first selectman, Kevin, and we're not.
Food energy is expressed in
Calories.
what? Correct. Correct. What kind of fat should an average person avoid? The following USDA guidelines.
Trans fat.
Saturated fats.
Saturated
Oh,
fats.
1 and 1.
Austin's coming back.
What famous battle ended in the Napoleon Wars?
Waterloo.
Correct. Which Switzerland-based organization monitors health around the world?
The World Health Organization.
Correct. That was just in the
Damn,
that
2-2.
was in the freaking news with this
I don't even care.
virus. What's the freezing point in
32.
Fahrenheit?
32.
Freezing point in Fahrenheit.
32.
31.
Who said 32?
I did 3 times.
Yeah, he did.
32. 31. 32.
No, it's actually 31.
Your mic's
Wow.
turned off.
32,
32, it's 0 Celsius.
Celsius.
32 degrees is actually the temperature at which ice melts.
Whatever.
What scientists explain the concept of gravity and motion?
Isaac Newton.
Newton.
That's a tie.
No,
Okay.
Austin was
It's
ahead
like
of me.
3, 2, 1 now.
Yeah.
What is considered an average for an IQ test?
120.
No, 87.
100.
Not your IQ.
100.
Oh, that's right.
Uh-oh.
And that's where I'm at. Now I got 2 right.
3, 2, 2.
Just throw out a
Last
number.
question.
Whoa.
What Disney film featured the song When You Wish Upon a Star?
When you
Cinderella.
Pinocchio.
3-3.
Yeah, Austin and I are tied 3-3.
I don't have any more questions.
That was it. So he retains the title.
He retains on a tie. You gotta beat if you're gonna be the man, you gotta beat the man. And
Ric Flair.
woo!
Oh, God.
Austin has retained once again.
Apparently, we got 2 nature boys in the studio today.
He has stumped the Chump Championship. So congratulations, Austin.
Thank you.
You'll be going in your 4th week.
Yep. And welcome. We're sharing the throne this week.
No. I have to,
No.
you have to be beaten. You weren't beaten.
Oh,
No,
okay.
2 men enter, 1 man leaves.
Yeah.
Okay. Got you.
Yeah.
Oh, we're Thunderdoming this. Got it. All right. I'm Mel Gibson. Let's go.
All right. That's it. Thanks, guys, for coming on down.
Ain't no problem.
Thank you for everybody that joined us this morning. And hopefully, maybe you found some of the conversation worthy of your Friday morning. So I'm just going to drop this little nugget here.
No, please, not right there.
No, not right here.
Does that have anything to do with the chicken shit farm?
No.
Oh,
SNSN is going to go through a little bit of a metamorphosis.
Tell me about it, Mike.
No, not right now.
we're
It's gonna-
downsizing. Goodbye, everybody.
Thank you very much. Good night.
Matt Damon downsizing.
No, we're gonna.
Yes.
Yeah. We're gonna go through a little bit of a metamorphosis, and all I'm gonna say is we're going to be more true to our name.
You're going to go through a little menopause? Is that what you said?
Menopause Radio.
Okay.
Oh, no.
So you're going to stream more news and sports.
Well, Paul, thanks for screwing that up.
No, you said you're going to true to your name. I'm looking at the thing
It,
right in
it
front
says
of
right
me.
on the banner above
Paul's
your
wrong.
head.
Paul's wrong. So
Well, he says they want to be true to our name, right? There it is.
it's gonna be the Paul Lash Network.
No.
No.
Be kind of quiet.
It would be very
Be
quiet.
the silent
SN
network.
non-line.
Be a lot of cats running around.
Yeah.
All right. So, but anyway, there's going to be one huge change that people are never going to see coming.
Oh boy. We're getting fired.
We're going to classical music.
We're getting fired. Just not playing country.
All right. We're out. See you guys. Have a wonderful, wonderful afternoon. Have a great weekend. Be safe. And if you wear a mask, great. If you don't wear a mask, that's good too. Whatever makes you feel comfortable.
This is Ray Churchill from the Eastern Connecticut Performing Arts Association, inviting you to join us on Saturday, June 5th for the Eastern Connecticut Jazz Festival at Urechko's Tree Farm in Griswold, Connecticut. 4 professional jazz bands will perform throughout the afternoon. Tickets are available at ecpaa.org. Relax outside and enjoy the best jazz, blues, and funk bands around. This is a rain or shine event. Feel free to bring coolers and baskets. Concessions will also be available. Please no pets. Gates open at 12:30 p.m. The Eastern Connecticut Jazz Festival, June 5th. Get in the swing.
Gambling, tobacco, and alcohol are all legal for adults. For those under 21, providing these things can land you in jail. It's 21 for a reason.
Coming soon, visit SiracCT.org. The new online educational resource page, 21 for a Reason, is launching. This offers tips for parents, useful facts, and a pledge you can take to protect youth from substance use.
Brought to you by CIRAC and funded in partnership with SAMHSA. It's 21 for a reason. Find out more at SiracCT.org.
Hi, this is Alan Gear. You may know me as Mr. Jewett City. I want to tell you about my experience with our local eye doctor, Dr. Joel Zuckerbrun. I recently had cataract surgery, and I was told that I needed new glasses. I didn't know what to do because the problem was this was right in the middle of the COVID-19 pandemic. Where the heck was I going to get glasses? I checked places that make glasses. I looked online, and what I found was my solution was practically in my own backyard. So I called Dr. Z, as most people know him. His office is right on North Main Street, right here in the borough of Jewett City. I went to my appointment and had my glasses faster than I would have thought possible. Called Dr. Zuckerbrun at 376-2848. I trust Dr. Z with my eyesight, and you should too. Make an appointment today.
The flagship for Griswold High School sports.
And your home for local news and weather. Broadcasting from Main Street in the borough of Jewett City.
The Streaming News and Sports Network. SNSN.
It's just music in the morning.
Rock you grew up.
The Streaming News and Sports Network.
Hey, little sister, what have you done? Hey, little sister, who's the only one? Hey, little sister, who's your Superman? Hey, little sister, who's the one you want? Hey, little sister, shotgun. Nice day to start again. It's a nice day for a white wedding. It's a nice day to start again. Hey, little sister, what have you done? Hey, little sister, who's the only one? I've been away for so long, I've been away for so long, I let you go for so long. It's a nice day to start again. Come on, it's a nice day for a white wedding. It's a nice day to start again. Oh. Take me back home, man. There's nothing more in this world. There is nothing safe in this world. And there's nothing sure in this world. And there's nothing pure in this world. And if there's something left in this world, start again. I'm always a nice day for a white wedding. Whoa, it's a nice day to start again. It's a nice day to start again. It's a nice day to start again. What you want with a nice day for a white wedding. Hey, little sister, what have you done? Hey, little sister, who's the only one? Hey, little sister, shotgun. Hey, little sister, shotgun. Oh, yeah. Hey, little sister, shotgun. It's a nice day to start again. It's a nice day for a white wedding. It's a nice day to start again. Little sister, what's your price of wish? Have you sold yourself to? Have you sold your soul to? Hey, little sister, shotgun. It's a nice day to start again. It's a nice day for a white wedding. Hey, it's a nice day to start again. Pick it up. Take me back home, man. There's nothing fair in this world. There's nothing safe in this world. And there's nothing sure in this world. And And there's nothing pure in this world. Look for something left in this world. Start again. Come on, it's a nice day to start again. It's a nice day for white wedding. Yeah, it's a nice day to start again. Oh, take me back home, yeah. White wedding, silk shedding, prices.
Don't you know what it's saying? We should feel it together forever. Feel the beat, I just hold on. The sweet midnight love. Feel the music inside you. I'll be there too. And the sound I dream that when I come true. So good, but from the time when I love me and you, spread these wings, we'll be flying. Don't you know what I can do? Don't you know what I've got to you? Don't you know what I can do? Stop to show the feeling of the night is leaving. Let the rhythm unfold you. Let me hold you. How we turn it to music. How we never will do. When the rhythm and no heart can hide. Never come again. Never is there for me. When the night comes, better live in. For the love, for the taking. Don't you know what I can do? Don't you know what is touching you? Don't you help me to make it through? Don't you know what I can do? Every time the ever come again,
when the night comes, better living. All this love for taking. Don't you know can do? Don't you know what it's like? Won't you help me to don't you know what I can
Buy better. Better with Burns. Much better. So much better with Burns. The right insurance at the right price. You buy better with Burns. You buy better with Burns. You buy better.
When was the last time you considered the benefits of having all your insurance handled in one place? One number to call, a licensed account manager dedicated to your policies, discounts for having your policies with one company. The list goes on. Did you know the Burns Agency has a team dedicated specifically to home, auto, umbrella, flood, life insurance, business insurance, including workers' comp and professional policies? We do it all. Call, email, chat us online today. Experience the products and service our loyal customers receive and appreciate. The Burns Agency, proudly serving Eastern Connecticut since 1932.
Much better. So much better with Burns. Right insurance at the right price. You better with Burns. You buy better with Burns. You buy better.
Internet radio.
I like when they play nothing but music.
The local station.
Absolutely love the station.
The streaming news and sports network.
You can ride high atop your pony. I know you won't fall, 'cause the whole thing's phony. You can fly, swinging from your trapeze, scaring all the people, but you never scare me. My belladonna. Let me fight for the Northern Star. No speed limit. This is the fast lane. It's just the way that it is here. And you say, I never thought it could. And we fight for the Northern Star. And the ladies made it just like the moon that she loved. Don't you know that the stars are one of us? And the ladies really like the moon that she loved. And you say, but I never thought it could. The man out of the darkness you are in love with, and I'm ready to say Captures your soul. Belladonna. And the woman may be so, and the woman may truly care. The woman is so tired. So the woman disappeared. Oh, coming out of the darkness. Oh, belladonna, my soul. Don't change, baby, please don't change. And you say, and your face becomes thin, and you never thought it could. Oh, coming out of the darkness. Oh, belladonna. You are in love with, and I'm ready to say it's just a feeling. Josie's on a vacation far away, cover and talking over. So many things that I wanna say. You know I love my girls a little bit older. I just wanna use your love tonight. I don't wanna lose your love tonight. I ain't got many friends to talk to. Go answer all my love and trouble. You know I'm going to stay for you. Stay alive and keep it under. I just want to use your love tonight. I don't want to lose your love tonight. As you leave the place, just close the door. And don't forget what I told you. Just cause you like it, another shoulder to cry upon. I just want to use your love tonight. Yeah. I don't want to lose your love tonight. Yeah. I just want to use your love tonight. I don't want to lose your love tonight. I just want to use your love
The 9:30 report on SNSN is being brought to you by Leffler Funeral Home. There for you in tough times with dignity, caring, and compassion. That's Leffler Funeral Home, 30 North Main Street, Jewett City, 860-376-4014.
Nothing hurts worse than saying goodbye to a loved one. The shock and the grief leave us stunned, not knowing where to turn. We'll turn to Leffler Funeral Home, 30 North Main Street, Jewett City. Leffler has been serving the community for over 40 years and 2 generations. Let them guide you through the pain. They'll guide you along every step of planning and services. Contact Leffler Funeral Home today to see if you qualify for one of their special programs. Leffler Funeral Home, 860-376-4014.
Here's a look at your local news headlines on SNSN. Well, today is the day, kinda. Governor Lamont announced that a new set of COVID-19 safety protocols regarding the use of face masks will be implemented in Connecticut beginning today, May 19th, as a result of the updated recommendations released late last week from the CDC. The new order will include nobody needs to wear masks outdoors, period. Now, indoors, vaccinated people are not required to wear masks. Unvaccinated people must continue to wear masks. Businesses, state and local government offices, and events may choose to require universal masking. Masks will be required in certain settings, such as healthcare facilities, facilities housing vulnerable populations, public and private transit, correctional facilities, schools, and childcare. In addition to the revised order, the Connecticut Department of Public Health will issue revised recommendations and considerations for masks in businesses, large gatherings and events, and other settings, as well as more detailed descriptions of the settings where masks will continue to be required. So get ready. All of the other COVID-19 sector rules for businesses that had been implemented in Connecticut will also be lifted today, May 19th. Last night, Plainfield held their annual budget meeting to vote on the budget for the following fiscal year. Approximately 85 people attended the meeting at Plainfield Town Hall on a budget that is coming in at a 0% increase for the second year in a row. 10 people did vote no on the budget. However, it did pass along with a 5-year capital improvement plan. Tom Sinkowitz, Finance Board Chairman in Plainfield, said he did expect about 85 to 100 voters to show, but was disappointed in the turnout since the town has approximately 16,000 residents. Griswold held its annual public hearing regarding the budget on Zoom last night to give residents a chance to ask questions on the Griswold budget that is presented. Roughly 50 people attended the meeting online, with less than 10 asking questions or making a statement. The budget will now be sent to the Board of Selectmen to set a referendum date. This Saturday, Griswold is holding its annual community yard sale, as well as adding a concert with 7 bands that will be playing live throughout the day at Veterans Memorial Park. The event is free to attend. If you do want space at the community yard sale to sell your items, there is a cost, and for that, you can sign up at griswoldrec.org. The 9:30 report has been brought to you by Leffler Funeral Home. There for you in tough times with dignity, caring, and compassion. That's Leffler Funeral Home, 30 North Main Street, Jewett City, 860-376-4014. This is your local weather forecast on SNSN. Sunny skies today with temps right around 84 degrees, but it could be a little bit windy with wind gusts as high as 22 miles per hour. Tonight, mostly clear. Temperatures dropping down to about 51 degrees. And then sunny skies once again for Thursday in eastern Connecticut with temperatures right around 78 degrees.
The season brought to you with
REO Speedwagon. Pat Benatar. Metallica. Streaming live.
SN.
If you're rapping all the world, I should take on someone else's girl. When they turn on the pillow, even when they answer the telephone, don't you think that by now? Tell me, don't you think that by now? You're never there. Stop and stare. Isn't everywhere. Doesn't really care. It's an illusion. It's a game. A reflection of someone else's day. When you wake in the morning, where you can find your colors celebrating. Well, there's a hole in the somewhere. Yeah, there's a hole in the somewhere. You know there's a hole in the somewhere. Now there's a hole in the somewhere. You're never there. Stop and stare. Isn't everywhere.
down the road trying to loosen my load. I got 7 women on my mind. 4 that wanna hold me, 2 that wanna stone me, 1 says she's a friend of mine. Take it easy, take it easy. Don't let the sound of your own wheels drive you crazy. Lighten up while you still can. Don't even try to understand. Just find a place to make your stand. Take it easy. Well, I'm standing on a corner in Winslow, Arizona. It's such a fine sight to see. It's a girl, my lord, in a flatbed Ford, slowing down to take a look at me. Come on, baby, don't say me. I gotta know if your sweet love is gonna save me. We may lose and we may win, but we will never be here again. So open up, I'm climbing in. So take it easy. Well, I'm running down the road trying to loosen my load. Got a world of trouble on my mind. Looking for a lover who won't blow my cover. She's so hard to find. Take it easy. Take it easy. Don't let the sound of your own wheels make you crazy. Come on, baby, don't say me. I gotta know if your sweet love is gonna save me. Oh, we got it easy. We ought to take it easy. Don't just wish for a winning deal. Make it dish. It will make it real. Just wish. Make it dish.
Hey everyone, this is Ellis Tish from Dish Motors. We're back better than ever with our new sales and service center on Route 32 in North Franklin. Everyone says there's nothing better than dealing with the dishes, and here's why. Selection. We have the area's largest inventory of off-lease, one-owner vehicles of all makes and models. You name it, we got it, or I'll get it for you at no additional charge. Quality. Each vehicle goes through a rigorous 120-point safety and quality check. Nothing leaves the lot without my personal approval. Convenience. We have financing sources for almost any situation. We offer on-site registration processing, and we have maintenance programs for years of stress-free ownership. And now open for all your maintenance needs. Our full-service repair facility, where oil changes start at just $19.99. Call today for your appointment or just stop by. So save thousands and deal with the dishes. Route 32, North Franklin. Or check us out online at dishfranklin.com or ring us 860-383-4750.
Hi, this is Alan Gear. You may know me as Mr. Jewett City. I want to tell you about my experience with our local eye doctor, Dr. Joel Zuckerbrun. I recently had cataract surgery, and I was told that I needed new glasses. I didn't know what to do because the problem was this was right in the middle of the COVID-19 pandemic. Where the heck was I going to get glasses? I checked places that make glasses. I looked online, and what I found was my solution was practically in my own backyard. So I called Dr. Z, as most people know him. His office is right on North Main Street, right here in the borough of Jewett City. I went to my appointment, and had my glasses faster than I would have thought possible. Call Dr. Zuckerman at 376-2848. I trust Dr. Z with my eyesight, and you should too. Make an appointment today.
Hi, I'm Harry, the Tooth Fairy. Or at least I used to be the Tooth Fairy. Business was great. Then people started discovering Griswold Dental. Dr. Norman Katzoff and his staff can do things to help you keep your teeth longer. It's enough to make an old Tooth Fairy cry. Griswold Dental can do all the work in-house. Imagine a new crown in 2 hours. They even know how to make dental anxiety go away. They even have a laser that can help with your gums. Griswold Dental will make you want to smile again. They can restore, clean, and help prevent all those problems that keep me in business. Dr. Katzoff and his staff will make you feel like family. They're friendly and you'll be comfortable. Contact Griswold Dental today and set up an appointment. 860-376-2624. 860-376-2624. Griswold Dental, 87 Slater Avenue, Jewett City. Tell them the Tooth Fairy sent you.
This is your local weather forecast on SNSN. Sunny skies today with temps right around 84 degrees, but it could be a little bit windy with wind gusts as high as 22 miles per hour. Tonight, mostly clear. Temperatures dropping down to about 51 degrees. And then sunny skies once again for Thursday in eastern Connecticut with temperatures right around 78 degrees.
The legends live here. Cars. Live 24/7.
I love you. You guys are fantastic.
SNSN.
What a feeling I get when I'm with you. You take my heart into everything you do. And it makes me sad for the lonely people. I want that love for so long. Now I know that I'm one of the lucky people. Cause love is making me strong. Bad love. I need something that can't be brought up. Bad love. And now I see that my life has been so blue. With all the heartaches I had till I met you. But I'm glad to say now that's all behind me. With you here by my side. And there's no more memories to remind me. Your love will keep me alive. Love, and love. It's something that can't be brought up. Love, and love. I need something I can't be proud of. I know, I know. I need something I can't be proud of.
What can I do? Pictures of you still make me cry. Trying to live without your love, it's so hard to do. Some nights I wake up, I look at your pillow, hoping that I'll see you there. But I get up each day, not much to say, I've nowhere to go. Loneliness fills me up inside, 'cause I'm missing you. So if you give us a chance to remember we had once together, wait and see. Time is all that we really need. I pray you won't say no. I mean to tell you, don't let it end. Baby, we could have so much more. Don't let it end. Honey, please don't walk out that door. I'm telling you, baby, I'll make my mistakes, but I'll make you this promise. To do what it takes, I'll be there to protect you and hold you tight. You got my loving, baby, every single night. Don't let it end. I'm begging you, don't let it end this way. Don't let it end. I'm begging you, don't let it end this Don't let it end. Baby, we could have so much more. Don't let it end. Honey, please don't walk out that door. Don't let it end.
I'm begging you, don't let it end this way. Don't let it end. I'm begging you, don't let it end this way. No, no, no. No, no. What will I do if you say we're through? I need you to stay, honey. Don't let it end this way.
Online and mobile.
9 to 5 usually, like I was doing it at my work and in my car.
SN.
Why drink the water from my hand? Contagious, I don't think I am. Just took my thought towards your domain. You're running over again. Don't think aloud. Turn your head now, baby, just let me out. Don't worry about, don't think about. Turn your head now, baby, just let me out. Well, follow me to higher ground. Lost, I just where I am. Don't throw away all they said needs. Bad meals and bad tea. Don't think aloud. Turn your head now, baby, just let me out. Don't worry about, don't think about. Turn your head now, baby, just let me out. Don't think about, don't think about. Turn your head now, baby, just let me out. Don't worry about, don't think about. Turn your head now, baby, just let me out. Turn your head down, baby, just let me out. Turn your head down, baby, just let me out. Turn your head down, baby, just let me out. Turn your head down, baby, just let me out. Get through. Saturday night, I'd like to make my girl right now. I'm gonna make it. I'm always working, slaving every day. Gotta get a break from the same old. I need a chance to get away. If you can hear me say, this is what I say. Don't need nothing but a good time. How can I resist? Ain't looking for nothing but a good time. And it don't get better than this. Stay spending my money on women and wine. I couldn't tell you where I spent last night. I'm real sorry about the shape I'm in. I just like my phone every day. I'm always working, saving every day. Gotta get a break from the same old. I need a chance just to get away. If you can hear me say, this is what I say. Don't need nothing but a good time. How can I resist? Ain't looking for nothing but a good time. And it don't get better than this. You see, I bring such troubles to all of us, who are breaking our backs every day. If wanting a good life is such a crime, no, then put me away. Yes, you do. Don't need nothing but a good time. How can I resist? Ain't looking for nothing but a good time. And it don't get better than this. Don't need nothing but a good time. How can I resist? Ain't looking for nothing but a good time. And it don't get better than this. You can't sit on me young apprentice caught between the silver and hypnotized by you if I should linger, staring at the ring around your finger. I have only come here seeking knowledge. They would not teach me of in college. I can see that destiny is slow. Turn into a shining band of gold. I'll be fast around your I'll be fast around your Mephistopheles is not your name. I know what you're up to just the same. I will listen hard to your tuition. You will see it come to its fruition. I'll be back from your I'll be back from your Double on the deep blue sea behind me, vanish in the air, you'll never find me. I will turn your face to the world of my soul. When you find yourself, here's your master. Oh, you be back from my You'll be back from my You'll be back from my
For Griswold High School sports and your home for local news and weather, broadcasting from Main Street in the borough of Jewett City, the streaming news and sports network, SNSN.
Here's a look at your local news headlines on SNSN. Well, today is the day. Kinda. Governor Lamont announced that a new set of COVID-19 safety protocols regarding the use of face masks will be implemented in Connecticut beginning today, May 19th, as a result of the updated recommendations released late last week from the CDC. The new order will include nobody needs to wear masks outdoors, period. Now, indoors, vaccinated people are not required to wear masks. Unvaccinated people must continue to wear masks. Businesses, state and local government offices, and events may choose to require universal masking. Masks will be required in certain settings, such as healthcare facilities, facilities housing vulnerable populations, public and private transit, correctional facilities, schools, and childcare. In addition to the revised order, the Connecticut Department of Public Health will issue revised recommendations and considerations for masks in businesses, large gatherings and events, and other settings, as well as more detailed descriptions of the settings where masks will continue to be required. So get ready. All of the other COVID-19 sector rules for businesses that had been implemented in Connecticut will also be lifted today, May 19th. Last night, Plainfield held their annual budget meeting to vote on the budget for the following fiscal year. Approximately 85 people attended the meeting at Plainfield Town Hall on a budget that is coming in at a 0% increase for the second year in a row. 10 people did vote no on the budget. However, it did pass along with a 5-year capital improvement plan. Tom Sinkowitz, Finance Board Chairman in Plainfield, said he did expect about 85 to 100 voters to show, but was disappointed in the turnout since the town has approximately 16,000 residents. Griswold held its annual public hearing regarding the budget on Zoom last night to give residents a chance to ask questions on the Griswold budget that is presented. Roughly 50 people attended the meeting online, with less than 10 asking questions or making a statement. The budget will now be sent to the Board of Selectmen to set a referendum date. This Saturday, Griswold is holding its annual community yard sale, as well as adding a concert with 7 bands that will be playing live throughout the day at Veterans Memorial Park. The event is free to attend. If you do want space at the community yard sale to sell your items, there is a cost, and for that, you can sign up at griswoldrec.org. This is your local weather forecast on SNSN. Sunny skies today with temps right around 84 degrees, but it could be a little bit windy with wind gusts as high as 22 miles per hour. Tonight, mostly clear. Temperatures dropping down to about 51 degrees. And then sunny skies once again for Thursday in eastern Connecticut with temperatures right around 78 degrees.
Your internet home for big 80s hair and big 80s hits. Online and on your smartphone.
It's just that they always have good music.
Streaming news and sports network.
That's what I grew up on.
She's the one that's really getting down when she boogie. She's the Tuesday boogie. Well, now boogie little baby, boogie boogie all night long. Our Charlie gal, she lives on the block. She got a boogie with a pinky lights up. She likes your boogie. She do the Tuesday boogie. Well, now boogie with me, baby, boogie boogie all night long. I got a gal, she lives on the hill. She won't do it, but her sister will when she boogie. She do the two-swing boogie. Well, the boogie, baby, boogie, boogie all night long. Boogie, chop, like your cow.
Well, it's Saturday night. You're all dressed up in blue. I've been watching you for a while. Maybe you've been watching me too. So somebody ran out, left somebody's heart in a mess. Well, if you're looking for love, honey, I'm tougher than the rest. Some girls, they wanna have some dame or some good-looking Joe on their arm. Some girls like a sweet-talking Romeo. Well, around here, baby, I learned you get what you can get. So if you're up and up for love, honey, I'm tougher than the rest. Yeah, the road is dark, and it's a thin, thin line. But I want you to know I'll walk it for you anytime. Maybe your other boyfriend couldn't pass the test. But if you're up and ready for love, honey, I'm tougher than the rest. Well, it ain't no secret, I've been around a time or two. Well, I don't know, babe, maybe you've been around too. Well, there's another dance. All you gotta do is say yes. And if you're up and ready for love, honey, I'm tougher than the rest. If you're up and up for love, really, I'm tougher than the rest.
As a business, your customers are your first priority. At Jewett City Savings Bank, their first priority is helping businesses like yours to succeed. Here's what Bruce Prescott of Zoe and Company in Westerly, Rhode Island had to say about doing business with Jewett City Savings Bank.
Jewett City Savings Bank's the best bank we've ever dealt with. We've refied multifamily homes through them, single family homes. We've refied our business. We bought a new shop out in Cape Cod. They did all the financing for that. They've been straightforward. Anytime we've needed anything, they have made it extraordinarily easy for us to deal with. I recommend all the time to my other friends of mine that own businesses to deal with Jewett City Savings Bank. I've recommended them year after year.
To learn more about how the commercial lending team at Jewett City Savings Bank can assist you, call 860-376-4444 or go to jcsbank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Yesterday's best rock today.
Listen online and on our app.
SNSN Radio.
Something new. Words are hard to find. The only chance I've never done something. The facts are chaos in my mind. What the hell eloquence scares me? Their logic ties me up and wrecks me. That's all I want to say to you. Making us a fool, that's all I want to say to you. The meaningless and all that's true. Poets, priests, and politicians have words to thank for their positions. Words that scream for your submission. No one's jumping that transmission. Let eloquence scares you. That logic ties you up and wrecks you. That's all I want to say to you. The innocence of that's all I want to say to you. The meaningless and all that's true. So I want to say to you, the meaningless and all that's true. Some like it hot and some sweat when the heat is on.